This is a story about how one powerful family, about one son that decided to take the family business. This is a story about a man by the named Naruto Uzumaki, who will be later known as the Godfather. But the question is, will he let it go to his head? Guess we'll find out. Hi, my name's Naruto Soccer fan in Kentucky. This is Venus DS. I was gonna introduce. Anyway, welcome to the Godfather podcast, where this time we have Naruto playing as Michael Corleone. But first, before we meet Naruto, we hear this man say, "I believe in America. America's made my fortune. And I raised my daughter in an American family." He was talking to the Godfather about what happened to his daughter. That she met this guy. They took advantage. She had two boyfriends. They made her drink whiskey, and they took advantage of her, and she resisted. So they beat her like an animal. And he asks, and he says, for justice, we must go to Don Corleone. Should it be? Should the Minato have Corleone?
He could, I guess.
Yeah, or Namikaze. I guess Corleone, because in this fic they're Italian. Then we finally see Minato as the Godfather. He said, "Why did you go to police? Why did you come?" That's gonna be my best at Brando. Then he says, "I want them dead." He was.
Speak up.
He says, "I'll give you anything, you guys. We know each other for many years. This is the first time you come for me to console. You never wanted my friendship. You didn't even call me Godfather. Instead, you come to my house the day of my daughter's wedding."
My daughter's wedding.
Yeah, and you ask me murder for money. I ask you for justice. That's not justice. Your daughter's still alive. Then make them suffer as she does. How much shall I pay? Then he said, Paraswara, Parasara, Parasara. Whatever I've done to treat you so respectfully. Have you come to me friendship? Then he said, "Be my friend, Godfather." And he kisses his hand. And he said, "Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call you to a service for me. But until that day, accept this justice as a gift for my daughter's wedding." Then he turns to his adopted son, Shikamaru Nara. He said, "Give this to chosen. I want reliable people." And we cut to the wedding reception as we meet the bride and groom, Naruto and Sasuke.
Gah.
Yeah. They were about to take a family picture, and then he asked, "Where's Naruto?"
Where's your brother?
To his older son, Minma. "Don't worry, it's early. He'll be here." "We're not taking a picture without Naruto." And he tells, and Shikamaru asks, "What's wrong?" "It's Naruto. He hasn't showed up yet." Did he? Wait. Did he say he was gonna take that girl? What's her name? Do you remember what her name was? And
I'm not sure who he.
I'm talking about Naruto.
Are we talking like okay? I'm not.
Yeah,
It's
Minma.
not.
Minma and Shikamaru are talking.
Okay, I'm drawing a blank here.
Okay, um, you know, I have Shikamaru be Tom Hagen and Minma be Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about Naruto, and he said, it's been like a year since he came back from the war, and he met this girl. I think her name was Sakura or something. He,
Okay.
they said, I can see him. Shikamaru saying he can't stop talking about her on the phone. and Minma said, I know, it's so damn annoying. And, and we meet the rest of the characters like Choza. He's, he's in, hey, bully, more wine! And, and then we meet the rest the of the families that were invited to the wedding. One includes named Straw Hat Luffy, who's the youngest mob member and Naruto's best friend. Hey, where's Naruto?
Should Shanks or Roger be part like the red-haired
Yeah,
family?
yeah. Shanks will be part of the red-haired family, but he's gonna be on Minato's side.
Yeah. He's also probably got Mihawk on his crew too.
Yeah,
Should he have Crocodile as well?
yeah. Crocodile's part of the mob. He's part of the enemy mob though. So it's
Oh,
Fat.
okay.
So
He
it's
just
Fat
doesn't have
Cone.
his.
Yeah,
Ooh, should Ace be part of this too? And Sabo?
yeah. But Luffy's gonna be named leader of the Straw Hats because he wanted.
I'm guessing Whitebeard would be a ally family.
Yeah,
And probably the one Ace goes to.
yeah.
No,
And,
well,
and then finally we meet Naruto's coming to the reception, and with Sakura, and he said, "Hey, Luffy, over here!" Oh, huh? Hey, Naruto! hey, they,
buddy!
they gave each other. How's the war?
Oh,
no.
same old.
Although I did meet this guy named Indiana Jones.
I've heard of him. He's supposed to be some kind of professor of archaeology.
Yeah, he's an archaeologist.
Nice guy. Really friendly.
Yeah,
Good drinking buddy, too.
yeah. Uh, this is my girlfriend Sakura. Hello, my name is Luffy. I'm I'm the leader of the Straw Hat Gang. This is my girlfriend Nami, my best friend Zoro, and our cook Sanji, and our lawyer. I could see Robin being the lawyer in the
Yeah, should be the Shikamaru to the Luffy's family.
yeah, and what I what I might have Frankie there, but I don't think I'll have Brooks. He'll be U.S. skeleton.
Yeah.
Although he could use a skeleton as a costume or something.
How would we do Chopper?
Good question. Pet reindeer or something? Usopp's pet reindeer?
Maybe. Be like Sven.
Yeah. oh,
I'm gonna think
and
of the Sonocchio.
and we see Sakura sees Usopp talking to Chopper, and he says, "Is he talking to that reindeer?" And Naruto says,
Does that have a blue nose?
"Yeah." What do you make of it, Sakura? It's fine. It's fine. I'm just curious. Are you going to introduce me to your family? Um, not yet. Let's get something to eat first. And they were at the table. They see Luca Brasi, and he said, "Hey, Naruto, that man is talking to himself. He's a scary guy. Who is
Just
he?"
ignore him.
Yeah. Actually, Luca Brasi's gonna be Jiraiya here. His name is
Okay.
Jiraiya. He helps my father out sometimes. I know Jiraiya's older than Minato, but in this one, he's younger, at least.
But isn't he going to be sleeping with the fishes?
He will soon. Then Shikamaru says, Naruto, he gives his brother a hug and says, "This is Sakura." Oh, Naruto won't shut up about
Shikamaru
it.
showing emotion? What is this?
Hey, yeah, I know. And
The most emotion he ever showed was when Asuma died.
yeah, I know. But this Shikamaru is different.
Okay.
He'll still be in character. And Sakura asks, "Why does he have a different last name as your brother?" Oh, when
He
my
took
brother
him in.
was a kid, his parents abandoned him. So my brother found him on the streets, and my father took me in. He's a good lawyer. He's not a Sicilian, but
Oh, he can't be a made man.
he's like a counselor, an advisor. You like your lasagna? I think that line was improvised by Al Pacino when he said that.
I could imagine.
Yeah. Then later they hear girls screaming, and it was Dio Spumoni from Hey Arnold.
Oh my God, Dino Spumoni!
He's gonna be the Frank Sinatra. You know, the singer Johnny Fontaine. He was basically Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Yeah. And he said, "You know Dino's?" Yeah. Sakura asked, "Yeah, you want to meet him?" And since my father. My father, he's my father's godson. My father helped with his career. How? Well, when he was starting out, he signed his contract, and his career got better, and he wanted to get out of it. And he went to see the band later, and he offered him $10,000 to let Johnny go, to let Dino go. So the next day, my father and Jiraiya went and signed a release for $10,000. How do you do that? My father made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
What was that?
See, he said it.
Yeah, he says Jiraiya put a gun to his head, and my father assured that either his brains or his signature will be in the contract, and that disturbed Sakura. That's a true story. It's my family, Sakura, not me. Ha!
Yes. Give it time.
Yeah. Then we had that scene where Minato was talking to Dino. He said, "I've been wanting this part. That it's you should. What are the? Is it from Disney? No, no. This guy's a bigger asshole than Disney. Even his name is Wolf, I believe. I know it's Kishi. Sorry, I had to take a shot at Kishi.
Yeah.
He said, "My voice is weak. Oh, Godfather, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do." Then Minato said, grabbed her, "You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?"
Yeah.
Is that how you turn on Hollywood girly boy that cries like a woman? What can I do? What can I do? Well, that's nonsense. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your family? Sure. Good. Because a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man. You look terrible. I want you to eat the rest of a while. The Hollywood big shots get you what you want. It's too late. They'll start shooting. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Now you just sing at my daughter's wedding. Then he says, "I don't know what she sees in that Sasuke."
Oh, keep an eye on him. I heard this new guy named some up and coming talent you might recruit in case he gets out of hand.
Yeah. Then he meets, hey, that Tootie.
Ah, Don Corleone. Don Mieto Corleone. A pleasure to meet you.
He meets the other five. Of course, he meets the other five, fam. That includes Crocodile and Beijing. And who else?
Um, I could put we could put two monsters from Grand Theft Auto in here.
Yeah, we could.
You could put Salvatore Leone and Sonny Forelli because
Yeah,
they both operate out of New York.
yeah. Are they the bad? Of course, they're the bad guys, right?
Well, yeah, Sonny is, and then Salvatore's like a secondary villain in the third GTA.
Okay, I'm sorry. I never played those games. I need to though. Maybe someday.
So Salvatore appears in like a lot of the other games, so he's more like neutral.
Okay. And the other, and he meets, but he gets all dejected when he met him. But when he meets Shanks and Luffy, he hugs both of them.
He probably hugs Whitebeard too.
Yeah, and they give it the time.
Edward, such a pleasure to see you.
It's good to see you guys too. Okay. Then we have the family portrait, and Naruto brings Sakura along. He said, "Little Sakura, why not? You're gonna be part of the family someday." And Kushina said, "Oh, I hope so." And she asks Kushina, "Do you know that your husband is part of the mafia?" And she said, "Oh yeah." And you
I
don't
just
have
roll with it. That Minato has morals, unlike most of the other guys.
yeah. Minato, the Straw Hats, and the Shanks pirate crew are the ones that have morals.
What about that Tommy Vercetti guy?
Yeah.
From what I've heard, he does too. Just don't get on his bad side.
Okay.
Because I can see actually Tommy and Naruto kind of getting along.
Yeah.
Since Tommy's part of the Forelli family.
Yeah, he could. And we see next scene is Shikamaru going to Hollywood and he meets Kishi and he says, now, and he says, now listen to me, you smooth talking son of a bitch. Let me lay a line for you, boss, whoever he is. Dino Spumoni will never get that movie. I don't care how many grease balls come out of the woodwork. And Shikamaru responds, I'm actually German Irish. Oh, let me tell you something. I am more powerful than Walt Disney. And Shikamaru says, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Then he said, then he showed up with the horse, and that gives Shikamaru. I don't know if he was the one that killed the horse or he said somebody else.
Oh, that's where that came from?
Yeah.
Why don't you put the horse's head in his bed?
Yeah, I think I don't see because I didn't see Tom Hagen as the one that did it. Or
No, I don't think he'd do it. He'd pawn off to somebody else that would get
yeah,
their hands dirty.
yeah. Kishi says, John Dino Spudwell will get that movie. That part is perfect for him. It'll make him a big star. And I'm going to run him out of the business. Let me tell you why. He fucked a bunch of girls. I think. Now you get the hell out of here. And if that Goomba ever tried to rush stuff on, I'll tell you, I had no band leader. Yeah, I heard that story. Thank you for your dinner. Very pleasant evening. And the next morning, Kishi woke up and he felt blood in his hand. And he finds a severed head of the horse. And he screams, "Ah! Ah!" then we see, then we finally see Minato says, "You're not too tired, are you, Shikamaru?" No, no, I slept on the plane. Now, who we say was gonna be the mobster that Naruto was shooting?
Donzo?
Yeah, Danzo. Now, no, we have Danzo. We have a meeting with Danzo. He he's talking about selling narcotics or something. You mean drugs? Yeah, there's more money in narcotics than anything else. If we don't get it, someone else will. Maybe one of the 5 families. Maybe all of them. And he asks, "So what's it gonna be, Pop?" Then Minma asks, "So what's it gonna be, Pop?" And they had that meeting with Danzo, and he offered him to sell drugs. I believe that was it. And Minato says, "I must refuse. There's so many things I do, but drugs I don't do."
Because he done it. Oh, you should sell out like the Leones and the Forellis. They make more a killing in the drug business.
Yep. And then Donzo said, "If you worry about security, the Donzo family will guarantee." Well, you and Minma said, "Well, you tell the Donzos guarantee over," and he's meant and Minato stops him and said, "I've set a mental weakness for my children, and I spoil them as they see. But anyway, no, no, my no is final. I wish to congratulate you on your new business, and good luck to you." Then he tells Minma, "What's the matter with you? I think your brain is going soft for all the comedy you play with your wife. Never tell anybody outside the family what you think it again. Go." Then the next day, he makes a plan with Jiraiya. It was Christmas time, and Naruto and Sakura were out shopping. And she said, "I got some." Since it was 1945, I don't know what the most popular things. And I got your tie. I got your father a tie. And same goes for Minma. And yes, what do you want for Christmas, Sakura? Me? Oh, just you.
Aw.
And they give each other a big kiss. We see Jiraiya getting ready, and he meets Danzo. And yeah, and he pretends to betray him. And then Danzo holds Jiraiya and has one of his men kill him. And it looked, you know how he killed by choking him with a rope.
Ugh.
I think that's what happened in the movie. Now that I think about it, he died in he died sleeping with the fishes the same way Luca did, Jiraiya, sort of.
Sort of, yeah. Only Jiraiya had his throat crushed and was missing an arm.
Yeah. Then Danzo meets up with Shikamaru, and he said, then he kidnaps him. He said, what are you worried about? If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already." And then Minato and his nephew, Minma, are in the car. I mean,
Wait,
about
nephew?
yeah, I mean nephew, Boruto. I mean Boruto. I I was thinking about Minma for some reason. Anyway,
Okay.
he said, "I'm gonna buy some fruit." Okay, Uncle. Hey, Merry Christmas.
Is that where
And
he gets like shot while buying the fruit?
yeah, and Boruto tries but fails to shoot him. If it was Midma or Naruto, he would have gotten him.
Yeah, but Naruto is a screw up.
Yeah,
Since that, I'm pretty sure that's what Fredo is too.
yeah. And Sakura asked this question. Hey, Naruto, would you would you still love me? Would you still love me even if I was if I was a shy girl that stalks you? I was like, what? That's where's that coming from? And she said, I don't know. I just
Just random thoughts.
yeah. It sounds like that Hyuga girl. I forget her name. It was Neji's cousin.
Hanabi? No, she's not like that.
It, I know it wasn't Neji, and that's not important. Then he reads the newspaper. Actually, Sakura sees the newspaper and says, Naruto, look. It says, Minato Corleone, feared murdered. They don't say he's dead or alive. Then he finds a phone booth. and said, good thing those things are going to last a lifetime.
Yeah, yeah, right.
He calls Minma. Said, hey, Minma, it's Naruto. Naruto, where have you been? Is he all right? We don't know. There's all kinds of stories. He was hit bad, Naruto. Are you there? Yeah, I'm here. Where did 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 Shikamaru tell you where I was? No. Look, you should be with Mama. Yeah, okay. Then he tightens up and says, tells Sakura, I'm gonna be, let's go to my mom. She's worried. And meanwhile, Benmo's being worried, was waiting for the news. He's like, where was Paulie? And then he said, open up, it's Choza. What? Then he said, there's more news about your old man. What is he out? Is that he's dead? And then he said, watch your mouth. He's not dead. And he grabs him and said, pushes him into a wall. He said, Jesus, take it easy, Minma. Where was Paulie? He was out sick. He's been sick all winter. How many times have you been sick? Once, maybe 3 times. I asked. I asked him.
Curious.
Yeah, and I asked him if he wanted. I asked him Boruto if he wanted a different bodyguard. He said no. Listen, do me a favor. I don't care how he's sick. He's still breathing. I want you to bring him to my father's house. You understand? Yeah. Then he's starting to get suspicious about him.
About Paulie?
Yeah. And then he turns to his wife, who's holding their baby. Who's his wife? It's a mystery. It's Ida. I'm gonna make it, you know,
Okay.
because she never. Sonny's wife never contributed to the story.
Okay, fair enough.
Then he gets a call from Donzo. Says, we have Shikamaru. In 3 hours, he will be released with our proposition. then he writes on the kitchen cabinet. Listen to everything he has to say before you do anything. What's done is done. And then Donzo says, your boss is dead. And he said, I wanted to help you. And Then he said, Minma will come after you after everything is gone. That's his first reaction. Then that's when he talked to him. The Bidgie family is behind me with all their people. So are the other New York families, except for the straw hats and the whitebeards and the redheads. And let's face it, Minato was the rest of his soul was sleeping. 10 years ago, could I have gotten him? No. But now he's dead. And nothing can bring him back. And
Sure
then
do
he
you know.
then he releases him. And then he finds out something. He's still alive? They hit him with 5 shots and he's still alive. Well, that's bad luck for me and bad luck for you if you don't make the deal.
50 Cent took more bullets.
then next scene is Shikamaru returning home and Naruto was there too. And so is Luffy and Shanks and the rest of the family. And then Naruto's... We're not there yet, but Naruto's thinking, what if we... After that, Choza says, hey, Paulie, where were you? I was, well, yeah, well, you want to go hang around? And then he hears his wife, don't forget the cannoli. Yeah. And he takes him out.
I can see here, like, there's this new guy called Nico Bellic helping Naruto's family. He's the one that kills Paulie. Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's a new recruit that one of our subgroups of the McCreary's recommended to us. His name's Nico.
Yeah. And then he says, well, I'm going to go take a leak. I'll be right back. And while he pisses, Nico shoots Paulie 3 times. And then he says, leave the gun. Take the cannoli. Which too was improvised.
The only different thing with Nico is, like, he goes to who's ever going to pay him the most. So,
yeah. Next day is Naruto was hanging out at the Don's kitchen. He was sitting in the bench, and he hears Choza say, "Hey Naruto, Sakura's on the phone." Hello, Sakura. And she asks, "How's your father?" He's good. He's gonna make it. I love you. Then he gets embarrassed and says, "Sakura, no, not right now." And said, "I'm not gonna hang up the phone unless you say it." And he said, "Oh, I'll tell you that later, okay?" Naruto, I'll see you later, okay? Bye. And then Choza made fun of him and say, "Hey, Naruto, why don't you tell her you love her? I love you with all my heart. If I don't see you again, I'm gonna die." Come on.
Nico would probably have some kind of smart remark too.
Yeah. Then he said, "This is how your father got with your mother. He was trying with her."
I'd like to hear the story of that.
Then Minma comes in and says, How's Paulie?" Shows us we won't see him anymore. And
You
Naruto
thank
says,
Nico here for that.
yeah, well, give him a promotion. And Naruto says, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go to the hospital to see Pop. And Mima said, all right, but I'm going to send you somebody. And he said, Chosa said, he'll be all right. Donzo knows it. He's a civilian. And next part is Naruto going to the hospital. and he realized, where the, he realized there was nobody there. There were no guards, not even.
No cops.
Nope. Then he said. Then he looks around and said, "Hey, where's Doctor Hibbert?" Doctor Hibbert, where's the man? Then Doctor Hibbert's nurse came in and said, "What are you doing here, Naruto? You're not supposed to be here. Where are the guards? Your father had too many visitors." And he says,
What kind of visitors?
then she said, just, she didn't say. Then Naruto called Minma and said, "There's nobody here." What? Nobody? Nobody? No one? No detective? Not Tessier's men? Nobody. Pop's all alone. Don't panic, I won't panic. And he said, I'm not gonna panic. I'm sorry, but you need to go. Listen, nurse. You know my father for a long time. You're gonna help me disconnect these tubes so we can move him out of bed. Men are trying to kill him. You understand? Now, please help me. And she said, "All right. I deliver. After all, I did deliver you and your siblings." Then, while he sees someone, and it was Sanji. Sanji, what are you doing here? He said, "Never mind. That's not important. You better get in here. There's gonna be trouble."
You also see Tommy Vercetti there too, since he kind of has like a friendship and.
Yeah. He said, "Luffy sent me."
Yeah, Sonny sent me too, though. I don't know why.
Yeah. And all right, he said, "Wait for me outside of the hospital." And then he talks to his dad and just wait, lie here, Pop. I'll take care of this. And he kisses his father's hands, who's crying tears of joy. And he meets Sanji and Tony outside. And then they pretend to have a conversation. "Hey, did you see that movie last night? I think it was called Casablanca or something. I don't know when that movie was made."
Now, I heard about that Wizard of Oz movie got re-released too.
Yeah, and I also heard Walt Disney releasing a movie called Bambi. What? Actually,
those monster movies that are coming out too. You think those will stick?
What?
Those monster movies, like the Universal movies.
Yeah,
I guess you've been talking about that.
Yeah, and then they see somebody pass by, and once they were done, "You did good, Sanji." And he smokes a cigarette. "Thanks. I'll give Luffy your regards. I can always count on Luffy. He's been. Then suddenly, police comes in, and here comes Chief Wiggum. "Hey, I thought I ought to have you guys locked up. Oh, what the hell are you doing here? Where are the men to guard my father?" "Oh, a wise guy, huh?" And he
So why is there a member of the Straw Hat family and the Forelli family here?
"We just go to visit him."
Visiting a friend, officer. Nothing to it.
Then he punches Then Wiggum punches Naruto. And he said, That ain't even hurt." "Fuck him,
Tommy
Lo."
would probably get rough with Wiggum.
Yeah. And he said, "Fuck him, Lo." And
Oh yeah, okay, Chief. I wonder if we should have Tommy get arrested for 15 years because that happened in the game.
yeah.
Yeah, that was because Sonny set him up.
Yeah. But that won't happen here. And then Shikamaru comes in. I'm attorney for the Corleone family. These men are private detectives here to protect me until Corleone. They're licensed to carry firearms. If you interfere, you have to appear judge before and morning show cause. All right, fine, let him go. Then he says, "Shit." You know, Quimby's gonna find out about this. Then again,
Well, what's the mayor gonna do? What's the mayor gonna do? Yeah, Tommy would be like egging Wiggum on.
Yeah. Yeah, they blackmail him. Well, but Naruto's gonna do something worse. You'll see.
You think Tommy would betray the Forellis if they're one of the 5 families that gets offed here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then next day, Minma says, "Hey Naruto, look. Let me take a look at you." He saw his bruise. Hey, you look beautiful, gorgeous. Sakura's gonna love you with that. But then he listen. The Turk wants Danzo wants to talk. Can you imagine that son of a bitch? What he Shikamaru asked, "What do you say? What do you say? Bada bing, bada boom." He wants to send Naruto here to proposition, and the promise is here. The deal's so good that we can't refuse, eh? What about the Beiji? What about the Beiji family? That's part of the deal. Beiji cancels what they did to my father.
Now, Crocodile's no good, and the Leones don't want any part of it either.
And Shikamaru says, "We gotta hear what they say." No. Not this time, Conslayer. No more meetings, no more discussions, no more Danzo trick. You give me one message. I want Danzo. It's not all up for. We got the best. Some of the other families won't sit up for all four. It's your father would want to hear this. Minma, it's not personal, Sonny. This is business, not personal. Minma. Then Minma said, "Well, business will have to suffer, all right. Listen, do me a favor. Shikamaru. No more advice on how to patch that up. Just help me win, please. I found out about this Chief Wiggum, the guy who broke Naruto's jaw. He's on Danzo's payroll and in for big money. Now, Crocodile has agreed to be his bodyguard. But what do you have to understand, Minma, is that Danzo's being guarded like he is invulnerable. And Naruto says this: we can't wait.
I don't see Crocodile actually agreeing to that.
Yeah, who would it be though?
When you say bodyguards, is it the 2 that Michael kills in the diner?
Yeah. Or Wiggum.
I know Wiggum, and then so Wiggum and Danzo are in the diner, but unless we have Nico take out his guys around the other bodyguards.
Yeah, well, we might do that. Naruto says this. I don't care what Danzo says. He's gonna kill Dad. Or they want to have a meeting with me, right?
Nico here plant a gun in the bathroom and you go get it. What about the guards? Nico can deal with that too. Yeah, just leave it to me.
And then everyone laughs at Naruto saying, "Then I'll kill them both."
You do it in a public place?
Yeah, what do you want to do? You would have gunned down a police captain because he stopped you in the face? This is army when you shoot him out of the way? You could close up, but you blow the brains out. Then he kisses his forehead and said, "What does it say you can't kill a cop?" Wait a minute. Come on, Naruto. Now, wait a minute, Shikamaru. I'm talking about a dishonest cop, a crooked cop who got mixed up records, got what's coming to him. That's a terrific story, and we have newspaper people on the payroll, don't we, Shikamaru? They might like a story like that. They might. They just might. It's not personal, Minma. It's strictly business.
I'm guessing Nico then does his thing and plants the gun in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Then carefully takes out the rest of Danzo's guards.
Yeah, and and then Naruto sits with them, and he gets all nervous.
While Wiggum's eating.
Yeah, and then they speak Italian. I can't speak Italian.
Yeah, I know. I can't either. Now we get where Naruto goes in the bathroom and finds the planted gun.
Yeah, and you know what? When he asks that, he says, "I have to go to the bathroom. Is that all right?" And Wiggum says, "Well, you gotta go. You gotta go."
Yeah,
That's fate. That's sealing his fate, or something like that, or foreshadowing his fate.
yeah.
And he goes to the bathroom and says, "Please be here. Please be here. Please be here. Please be." And he finds the gun. Perfect. And then they talk to each other again. And then once he hears a train run, Naruto grabs the gun and shoots at Danzo first.
He
And
shot
then
him in the he shot him in the head, right?
yeah,
Then Wiggum got the head and throat, right?
yeah, and then tell Ralphie. I was trying to think of something funny he would say to Ralphie.
Assuming he can still live after the 2 shots to him.
Yeah,
I guess
Daddy
he,
love, or
I guess he Nico's Naruto's getaway driver.
yeah. And then he says goodbye to Minma. And then he reaches Italy. And then he thinks about Sakura. And unlike when Michael goes to Italy, but he falls in love with that girl, he does not fall in love with here. But he does befriend a girl named Conan. Meanwhile, back in America, um, Minato returns home and he hugs his grandson and all of them say feel better. And then he wonders something. Where's where's Naruto? And and Shikamaru said it was Naruto who killed Danzo, but he's safe, and we're starting to work to bring him back now. And that makes him sad because he didn't want Naruto to be part of the mob.
I wanted something better for my son. I didn't want to turn out like you two.
And then Sakura comes in and asks, "Where's Naruto?" And Shikamaru said, he's out some. He's out. We don't know where he's at. But he did send you this. It was a love letter. Sakura, I love. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be gone for a while, but I'm gonna let you know I will come back to you, and when I do, I'm gonna ask you to marry me. And no, he wouldn't say that, would he?
He might.
I'm gonna ask you to marry me, and if you say yes, I promise to be the best husband I could be. So, so I beg you, wait for me, no matter how many years it takes. Meanwhile, Naruto was.
I was wondering if we were going to get to Naruto at some point in this.
Yeah, we are. I believe this was the scene where Naruto finds out Sasuke cheated on her, or Sasuke punched her first.
Was she like pregnant when we saw her again?
Yeah. Um, Minma comes to Naruto's house, and he finds out the black mark on her face, and Minma was like, "Don't. She tries to. It was my fault. I started a fight," and he said, "Shh, it's okay. I'll just get a doc. We'll just get Dr. Hibbert to take a look at you. All right." Please don't do anything. Hey,
Me? Never.
I'm not gonna. What do you think I'm gonna do? Make that baby an orphan? Then Minma finally found Sasuke and beats the living shit out of him.
Ah, so good.
Yeah,
Probably worse than Marge did to that mugger too.
yeah, and and and
So much so, Sasuke's probably missing some teeth.
yeah, and Zoro comes in and says, "Hey, what's going on? And,
Oh, carry on.
hey, can I join? I haven't beaten up people. I haven't beaten people up in a while." And he joins Zoro, and
Yeah.
then he said, "You touch my sister again, I'll kill you." And he kicks, and as he was about to walk, he stops and gives him one more kick. And meanwhile, Naruto was in Conan. Was that having a good time with Conan? Yeah, having a strong friendship. She almost kissed him and said, "No, no."
I already have somebody I love.
And he shows her a picture of, and she's whoever she is, she's lucky. Yeah. And then after that, um, at Naruto's apartment, she finds out Sasuke was talking to another woman while she was pregnant. And then she breaks all the. She finally had enough, and she's not gonna be like Connie, who will stay with him. She said, "I'm packing," and then he threatens to beat her. Then and it's like to see where he beats her up. Next scene is Mima finding out, and he drives up.
He gets. This is where he gets killed at the toll booth.
Yeah, he pays for the toll booth, and he said, "Hurry up! I'm not some elf's kid, or I'm not some elf's dad. I mean." then then they then a bunch of men come up and shoot him rapidly. And
Yep. Should it be from like the other families too, like the Leones and Farrelli's?
yeah, and
So Tommy won't be part of that.
now, and back at the Don's office, Minato hears I mean, Shikamaru having a drink. "I heard my wife crying. Like, your car's coming to house." Then he says, "They shot Minma. He's dead."
And we get the classic this classic. My boy, look what they did to my boy.
Yeah,
They
he went to
massacred him.
Bonzera, and he doesn't involve. That's how Walt Disney feels. How they do the Mickey Mouse. Meanwhile, back in Italy, Naruto was teaching Conan English, and then he gets told that from one of the mobs in Italy that your brother Menma is dead. He was shot. They killed him. And
Naruto's like the most shocked and sad look on his face.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna come. Then he said in Italian that he's gonna come back, and he asked one of his guards, Fabrizio, "Are you driving your to guard Conan? Is Conan coming? No, I want you to take her to her father's house till I know things are safe." Then he asked, "Do you know where Conan is?" And she's gonna surprise you. She wants to drive. She'd make a good American wife. And sorry, I'm taken.
Then
Then
the
he's
car blows up.
yeah,
Poor Conan.
yeah, and I think that was this is the part where Naruto grows cold.
Isn't that what makes him go back?
Yeah, and he meets Sakura for the first time since. And he's, when did you get back? Just recently. It's good to see you, Sakura. Then they give each other a kiss. And then he says this, "I'm working for my father now, Sakura. He's been sick, very sick. But you're not like him, Naruto. I thought you were going to be a man like your father." And he said, "My father's no different than any powerful man. Any man who's responsible for other people, like a senator or president." And she said, "Do you know how naive you sound? Senators or presidents don't have men killed." You're right. Look who's being naive, Kay. I mean, Sakura. In the 5 years, we're going to be legitimate. Trust me. I can tell you. I promise you. I want you to marry me. Please. And then she said, "Okay." Uh, I know we didn't see Michael and Kay's wedding, but we're going to see Naruto and Sakura's wedding here.
Nice.
And you know who's going to be Naruto's best man? Luffy.
Luffy.
Yeah. How do I look? How do I look, Naruto? Does my hair look slick? Sure, it looks fun. I wish you come to my wedding. I wish you came to my wedding a year ago. But I had to go to Italy. Yeah, I know, but it still sucked not having you at as my best man. Oh, by the way, Nami's pregnant. Oh, congratulations! Then Minato said, "Son, I just want to let you know, I never thought I would see you get married. But yeah, you're marrying a good woman that could keep you in line. Just like Mom did with you." Meanwhile, Sakura was getting ready at her with Nami as her maid of honor. Or should it be Tamari in a cameo?
Tamari.
Tamari. Of course, she's married to Shikamaru, after all.
Right.
But Nami's going to be a bridesmaid.
And Robin.
Mm-hmm. And she asked them, "What's it like to be married to a man in the mob?" Is it hard, or they tell her that listen, Naruto may be in the mob, but the Corleones and the Straw Hats and the Whitebeards are the only mob that with morals. They don't kill innocent people. They just kill people that does something to them. Actually, Luffy and Naruto, they don't kill.
Not personally, though technically Naruto already did that.
Well, but you get what I mean. They just go after and and they tell her that Naruto's Luffy and the mobs are many things, but they'll but they always draw the line. And that caused Sakura to smile. And she did love Naruto. And maybe he's right. Maybe they'll go the legitimate. They'll be legitimate someday. And the wedding starts. And since the Corleones are Catholics, they have this Catholic wedding. I don't know how that works, but anyway. After that, Minato decided to just be semi-retired and let Naruto be in charge of the Corleones. And everyone, and I, and years later, Sakura gave birth to a boy named to Shinakachu Uzumaki, or Corleone, I mean. And he's gonna tell him, "I'm not. I'll tell you one thing, Sakura. Our son will not be part of the mob. I don't want him to be." And and I believe after that they said crocodile. Beijing and crocodiles families are close to our territory. There's nothing we can do about it, says Tetsu. And Naruto says, "Be patient." No, I don't want to give them an excuse to start fighting. They don't want to. I don't want another war. And then shows us that you once told you once told me that they will come when Tetsu and I can form our own family. Till the day I would never think that. I must ask you for permission. Well, Naruto's now head of the family. If he gives his permission, then you will have my blessing. After we make the move to Nevada, you can break off the Clan family, go on your own. After we go to Nevada, how long will that be at? 6 months. Forgive me, Godfather, but with you gone, we will come under Crocodile's rule thumb sooner or later. And I hate Crocodile and Beijing. Do you have faith in my judgment? Yes. Do I have loyalty? Yes, always, Godfather, they said. That a friend of mine, to be a friend of mine, the Naruto and do what he says. And now Naruto sits behind desks. Shikamaru is no longer concierge. He's going to be the lawyer in Vegas. He asks, "Why am I out?" Shikamaru asks, "Why am I out?" And Naruto says, "You're not a wartime lawyer, Shikamaru. Things may get rough." And Shikamaru and Minma said, "You were not a bad boy. I thought Minma was a bad don. Rest in peace. Naruto has my Naruto has all my confidence." Sorry, I'm no longer talk like Brando because I'm starting to get my voice.
I can hear that.
But do as I Maybe I would help. You're out. You're out, Shikamaru. He says, okay. Shikamaru stays loyal to Naruto.
That's good at least.
Yeah. Then they make it to Nevada. And they had to deal with. And they had to deal with them. With Dino about he asked first they got rid of the girls. He wanted Boruto, his cousin Boruto, to get rid of the girls because he's here on business and he leaves tomorrow.
Hmm.
And then he asked Dino, says, "We're giving up on the oil business, and we want to share this." He and Mo Green. I don't have anybody to play Mo Green, so it's gonna be him.
I thought it was Fat Tony.
Oh yeah, Fat Tony. Now Fat Tony will share share the casino, so it'll be completely on the family. And Boruto says, "Are you sure about this?" Tony loves the business. He never said anything about it. So, well, I'm going to make an offer he couldn't refuse. See, Dino. We hope you sign this contract that appear 5 times a year. Perhaps you could convince us, your friends of the movies, to do the same. We're counting on you, like Humphrey Bogart. What? Wait, hold on. Like Jimmy Stewart, I mean, because I don't think Humphrey Bogart was alive in the 1950s. Since it take place in the 1950s.
Yeah.
Well, 1952, I believe that year, and he was still alive there. So Humphrey Bogart, and Jimmy Stewart, etc. Sure, I'll do anything for my Godfather. They say good, and Fat Tony comes in, and he says, and Naruto says, "I'm gonna buy you out, buy me out." Lips, Louie, laugh. The casino, they all want to buy you out. No, I don't buy you out. You buy me out. Your casino lose money. Maybe we could do better. You can come skinning off, you Nart. You're unlucky. Then he gets all mad. You damn kid. You goddamn kidding. Really make me laugh. I do you a favor and take Boruto in. Well, you have a bad time. Wait a minute. You took Boruto in because of calling him bankrupt yourself because they guaranteed you safety. Now we're talking business. Let's talk business. Yeah, let's talk business. First of all, you're done. The Corleone, that muscle. The Godfather's sick. You're getting chased out of New York by Crocodile and the other families. What do you think you're gonna do? I talked to Crocodile. I'll make a deal with him and still keep my hotel. Is that why you slapped my cousin? It's nothing, Naruto. Shut up. We're friends, right? Feto, shut up, Naruto. I got a business to run. I gotta kick asses sometimes. I straighten your cousin out. You straighten my cousin out. He was banging cocktail waitresses 2 at a time. Players could drunk on the table. What's wrong? Then he says, "I'm leaving tomorrow. Think about a price." Do you know who I am? I'm Fat Tony. I make my bones when you're going out with cheerleaders. And Naruto said, "I never went out with cheerleaders. I only went out with one girl." And after he leaves, he says, Boruto says, "Naruto, you don't come to Las Vegas and talk to a man like Fat Tony." And Naruto says, "Boruto, you're my older brother, and I love you. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. Ever." Wait till part 2.
Yeah.
And after that, Naruto and Sakura have moment. They talk about the bet. They're about Naruto and Sasuke's kid. They're gonna be baptized.
So is Minato already passed away yet, or
No, we're almost there.
okay?
He has this moment with their son, with 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 each other. They have a
With the
moment.
orange wedge.
Yeah, they said they were talking about who could be the traitor. Then he says, "How's your boy, Shinakachu? He's good. He looks like more you every day. He's smarter than I am. He reads the funny papers. Reads the funny paper. That was my dad's favorite line in the movie.
Is that a Brando line?
Yeah, and the face Brando made after that. Yeah." Then he said, "I never wanted this for you. I wanted you to be senator, governor, hell, even a baseball player."
Do something meaningful with your life.
Then I wanted you to be legitimate. We'll get there, Dad. We'll get there. Now, whoever comes to you with the crocodile meeting, he's the traitor. Don't forget it. And later on, Minato will have a day with his grandson. He's out in the backyard playing with the spray can. It's, you know what? You're lucky. That you have your father marry your mother, because we wouldn't have you. Then he does the orange, and then does the orange thing with his face and it scares Shinekachu a little bit. And they chase each other. Then he has a heart attack and dies. And Shinakachu runs to the house and tells, Daddy, Grandpa just fell. She's like, what? And he looks at, oh no. Shinakachu, go to your mom. Go. Shinakachu, stay here. I'll be right back. And he says, Dad, Pop? He tries to wake him up. Pop! Then he calls 911, and he tells his mom, and you know how Kushina reacted to when Minato died? She cried in Naruto's arms.
See them both crying.
Yeah. And Shinakachu asks, Mommy, what happened to Grandpa? Is he going to be okay? You know I told you about heaven and all that? Yes.
Your grandpa's journey is over.
Yeah, he's going up to heaven, sweetheart. Will I be able to see him
back?
No, you can't, but we'll see him again someday. Then they had the funeral.
That scene was basically like her trying to explain how Superman tried to explain death to his son in Young Justice.
Yeah.
Which, that is a great scene with Nolan North as Superman.
I haven't seen it, but I want to see it. I want to see
it's
that.
It's a very good scene, how he just talks real to his son there.
Yeah. And then they see all the 5 families at the funeral.
Surprisingly, Tommy's even sorry for Naruto.
Yeah.
Which is rare, him getting some humanity.
Yeah, that's when he finds out who the traitor is. And he said,
what? It's the other family save Tommy.
Yeah.
I can see Tommy confronting Sonny on this.
Yeah.
Oh, you
And
set
then
them up and you betray them. Hey, Tommy, you don't understand this business. Now with him gone, we can take over. His son is weak.
that's what they think. While they were at the baptism, Naruto had all the 5 families killed, including Fat Tony, Crocodile, and Beijing.
Sonny, Salvatore.
Yeah.
Tommy took Sonny out personally.
Yeah, and I could see.
Even Nico joined in.
Yeah, and Robin was the one that killed Beijing.
What the did she kill Vito and the other members of his crew?
Yeah. Yeah. She doesn't kill his wife and kid, though.
So Chiffon and Pez are alive still?
Yeah, only he doesn't have a 5 o'clock shadow. Or should he?
I don't know.
When I saw that, I was like, what
Like
the
what
fuck?
the
Oda, were you smoking when you made that?
I can see Vito's last words being lay low. Because he keeps saying lay low.
Yeah. And they ask him, and while the baptism, they ask him, Naruto, do you believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth? I do. They ask him, do you believe in Jesus Christ, and do you renounce Satan? I do renounce Satan.
Funny he's saying this what he's secretly doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably not going to go to heaven.
No, he's probably gonna be down with Menma.
After like kisses, Naruto takes a good look at Sasuke.
You still have to answer for Menma.
Yeah, and
I'm guessing he's also recruited Tommy and Legs and Louie and Johnny Tight Lips.
yep, he said it's honor to serve you, Godfather Naruto. They were
Don't
wrong
worry,
about you.
Tommy. I won't treat you like Sonny did.
Thank you. Later, later on, Naruto confronts Sasuke. He said, "Don't do this." He gets all scared. He said, don't do this." And meanwhile, Tessio gets taken to be killed. He says, "They're gonna." The boss says he'll go to a separate car. Then he realized something. Tell Naruto his only business. Then he asks Shikamaru, "Can you get me off the hook? For old time's sake, can't do it. Can't do it, Sally." He said, which is funny because of that scene. The nostalgia critic made it look like Abe Vigoda was gonna be a good burger. He tried to get out of it. I have a soft spot.
So is Tezio a traitor?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to like piece that together.
Yeah. And then Naruto says that Naruto confronts Sasuke and says, "I swear on your kid, I'm innocent. Please don't do this to me. Sit down." And he gets scared of Naruto. In this version, he's scared of Naruto.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Everyone's dead. Beiji.
Beijing, Crocodile, Fat Tony, Sonny Forelli, Salvatore Leone.
All of them. Don't be afraid. You think I'll make my sister a widow? I'm godfather to your son. Go ahead, drink.
I
But
love this fake out.
Yeah, and he says, "You're out of the family business. You're finished." That's good acting by Pacino, too. No. I'm putting you on the plane of Vegas. I want you to stay there, okay? And don't tell me you're innocent. Because it insults my intelligence. And it makes me very angry. Now, who approached you? Crocodile or Beju? It was Crocodile. Good. Now there's a car waiting for you. I'll call your wife to tell her what flight you're on. Naruto, please get out of my sight now. And he makes it to the car, and he gets on the front seat, and he hears, "Hello, Sasuke," is Choza. And then he pulls him and
Strangles him.
strangles him with a rope. And then he said, and Naruto said, my father would be proud of that. He never liked him.
Oh, I don't see Naruto being torn up about Sasuke's death like Connie was.
Yeah, she yelled at Michael. In this one, she
I see
pretends.
her hugging Naruto because even she hated him.
Yeah, she said, "Thank you, Naruto. Thank you for getting rid of him."
Just make sure your kid doesn't turn out like him.
I won't. I'll make sure he'll grow up to be like you.
Or father.
Yeah. Good.
Then he closes the door on her and it ends.
Yeah. and and Sakura's wondering, is it right to marry a man like Naruto? In this version, Sakura's still questioning about her relationship with Naruto. She won't divorce him or anything, but she's hesitant. Well, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
We'll talk for another hour or so since
we got done too quick.
Yeah, we didn't do the whole movie because it would have taken too long anyway.
Yeah, I think we streamlined it a bit more.
Yeah. But still, I had fun.
Yeah, I did too.
I especially love doing Simpsons jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And next week, we'll do Godfather 2.
All right.
I'm going to watch it soon. Later, I'm going to play Chain of Memories.
Cool.
Since I finished Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm also excited to do our Kyrie podcast this summer.
Cool, yeah.
Lucky's planning to join.
All right.
I was wondering, what can we talk about Kyrie?
I'm not sure.
I'll think of something. So where are you in One Piece now?
They just got back to the Sunny after running through the seducing woods for 6 episodes from Big Mom.
Yeah.
And Chopper and Brooke are encasing Tandy by Sparrow.
Yeah, that was fun. That was funny.
So I should be close to the Katakiri fight.
Yeah.
The long Katakiri fight.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder what goes through Oda's head when he makes these characters.
Yeah, especially with that mouth of his.
Yeah. When I saw his mouth for the first time, I was like, what the fuck? I thought also one of the best Jinbei moments. Have you been there yet?
I don't know.
You're not there yet. You'll see what I'm talking about when Jinbei has his moments.
Jinbei's a great character.
He is. I was gonna put him in Straw Hat Gang, but he's a
He's a fishman. I don't think that really fit.
No, unless he looks like a human.
Yeah.
I watched an episode of. Speaking of human, I watched an episode of Gargoyles when the gargoyles become human and the humans become gargoyles.
Yeah.
Thanks to Demona.
And Puck.
Yeah. I think Puck was voiced by Brent Spiner.
Yeah, a lot of the Next Generation crew was on there, like Xanatos and Demona.
Yeah. I wonder if Patrick Stewart was going to be in the show.
He could have been Macbeth. He would have fit Macbeth.
Yeah. He did voice Goliath in the Robot Chicken sketch. It would have been
I just can't see anybody but Keith David voicing Goliath.
I can't either. I really wish Kingdom Hearts would be in Gargoyles would be in Kingdom Hearts.
That'd be cool. And
with the same voice
having Keith David.
Yeah, and Xanatos controlling the Heartless.
Yeah. Or Demona.
Or would Xanatos not control? Because even he's not that evil.
I don't know. It's debatable what season Xanatos we're talking about.
Good point.
The Thalog would.
Who?
The Goliath clone.
Yeah.
Which is his name backwards.
Uh-huh.
I think.
Demona would definitely control the Heartless, though.
Yeah. Unless Goliath talked her out of it.
Yeah.
Because she does listen to him at times.
But she's still evil, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch Gargoyle some more episodes soon.
I kind of like her human form.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
kind of hot.
I also like Eliza's Goliath form.
Her gargoyle form?
Her gargoyle form, I mean.
Yeah. I know she's got that other clone, too. That's the gargoyle.
Yeah. I still can't believe that's a kid. That show is on Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be one thing if it was an adult show on Nickelodeon, but amazing. It's Disney's answer to Batman, the animated series. And would you say Avatar is the Batman the animated series of Nickelodeon?
In parts, yes, but not fully.
Yeah.
It's too lighthearted.
True. I'm gonna have a rewatch. I'm gonna rewatch Avatar soon. And I am not watching the live action remake, by the way.
No. Nor the Netflix.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Oh, I thought you meant the Shyamalan.
No, I am never watching that piece of shit.
I'm a little teapot and spoon.
I love that review where he got so pissed off at the Earthbender.
Oh, wait a fuck! It made sense because they're on a metal ship. Here they're just on the ground where they're literally in their element.
And the worst part is he's right. He barely got in the show yet. He's more of a fan than Shyamalan.
Yeah, you need 5 Earthbenders to move one rock, really?
Yeah. And I love what he said.
The cast didn't even look like their actual characters.
I know. I think all of them are ashamed of that movie.
The closest one who looked close to it was Aang.
Yeah, but even his acting was terrible.
So I think Iroh was okay, but not really looking like the character.
Yeah. And the actor playing Zuko was all right.
Did he even have the scar on his face?
No.
Really, you remove the one thing that's important to the character, that his whole crux.
And you know what's the worst part? Dante Bosco auditioned to play as Zuko in the live action version.
That would have been awesome.
It would have, but it would have
I don't think
ruined
it
him.
would have saved it.
He would not have saved the movie.
Then you try to condense 20 episodes into an hour and a half.
Yeah.
At least One Piece had more breathing time, even if it cut characters in the Netflix one.
Yeah. The reason One Piece works is because Oda is part of the writing staff. I don't know about part of the writing staff, but he's making
He at
sure.
least had to approve it.
Yeah.
So he had some control over it.
Yeah.
Because yeah, even with 1 hour episodes, you did a lot of condensing in that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Considering they cut out Usopp's 3 friends and they killed off Mary in the Kuro arc.
Yeah. That was disappointing. But they got I love that they got Koro's character right.
Yeah, even did the little thing with his glasses.
Yeah, that's how you know he's the. I mean, no good person would ever put their glasses up like that. I adjust my glasses like holding them until they're right.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you also denigrated Don Krieg to a cameo, and he's killed by Mihawk instead of a whole arc.
Yeah.
So I will say the guy playing Mihawk is dead on with him.
When I saw him, I thought it's like the drawing came to life. Like,
yeah, he got his mannerisms, tone.
Yeah.
Even the look of him is very Mihawk like.
And the guy playing Shanks was pretty impressive.
So I don't agree with him taking orders from Garp just to go hunt Luffy.
Yeah.
Because Mihawk would not do that.
That's the. Yeah, but that's minor. That's a minor complaint in my.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure the government can't really order the warlords to do anything.
True. And I doubt Garp would do anything like that. Because he's one of the least corrupt Marines.
Proves why he never takes a promotion, because he doesn't want to be under the Celestial Dragon's rule.
Yeah.
Even he hates the Celestial Dragons.
I agree. Him, Smoker, Kobe, and
Tashigi.
Yeah, are the only ones that are the only good
good-ish Marines.
Yeah, goodish Marines. The ones that have standards, at least.
I mean, Corazon was kind of okay.
Yeah.
But, Vergo was, so corrupt. Then again, he was a Doflamingo pirate.
Yeah.
I'm glad Law took him out. I'm going to miss them torturing Caesar.
What?
I'm going to miss them torturing Caesar.
Yeah. I love torturing Caesar in our podcasts. Like having Naruto calling him a washout villain. Which he kind of is.
He's only saved by his devil fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Since Logia types are all busted anyway.
Yeah. Well, next chapter in my fic, I'm having Naruto eat a devil fruit. Naruto and Sakura.
Cool.
And I can't wait to do the bye 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 scene. And Sakura's like, what the fuck? And she asks, and she hears the music and she asks, where's that music coming from?
Where's it coming from?
Would she be shocked or embarrassed that Naruto's dancing while fighting?
Both.
And I'm also proud that have Naruto feel sorry for Chopper because he was an outcast like him.
Yeah.
He's gonna feel the same way when he hears about Robin's backstory.
Oh yeah, he will.
He will. I'll have him cry like painfully.
Yeah, Sakura might need to explain that to Robin, like why he's so sad.
Yeah. I was gonna have Nami cry after hearing his story, but I decided not to. She still feels bad for him though. You know what annoys me when I get in my fix? They ask me to commission my story, and I'm not the only one that's getting asked to be commissioned. A lot of fic writers are.
What, like they pay you to write their story?
No, I pay them.
Oh.
Even if I was rich, I still couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Now, if someone offered to draw it for free, I would. I really wish I could draw a cover of One Piece Naruto cover. Make it look like they're in a crossover together.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What would if you were gonna have the be a cover? What would it be? Like have
I'm not sure.
Like have Luffy and Naruto be on the merry and be excited, point up to sea while Sakura and Sakura and Nami and the others look.
I guess.
I might make a. I might someday. I might return to my Kingdom Hearts Naruto one. I mean, fic.
That'd be cool.
Know, I don't know when, but right now I'm in the One Piece one.
All right.
Someday I might make a Kingdom Hearts One Piece one. Well, the Straw Hats go to Sora's adventure rather than Sora goes to theirs. Maybe Kingdom Hearts. If I do that, then I'll have Luffy join Sora, and they meet the other Straw Hats on the way. On other worlds, like Usopp could be at Wonderland, or should it be Deep Jungle?
Deep Jungle, maybe.
Yeah, and Robin. They could meet Robin at Monster. Of course, Nami would be at Agrabah.
Of course.
She's a thief. And when I do that, I might recreate that scene when she steals from the apple, then she sees starving children.
Yeah.
It's gonna recreate that Aladdin scene. To show her pure heart. Because I love doing that to characters. I love giving characters humanity.
Yeah.
You know, I was wondering. I wonder if Seth MacFarlane's heard of Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know.
Because can you imagine him doing a Kingdom Hearts parody? Or
I don't trust that.
no, I wouldn't either. Who was the last
We
time?
saw what Robot Chicken did.
Yeah, I was disturbed by that a little bit. Was it funny? Sure, but it was still disturbing. And I think Robot Chicken did a Naruto skit one time.
I think they did.
They never did One Piece yet. Which is surprising because One Piece is more popular than Naruto.
Yes, it is.
And of course, Naruto fans will argue maybe not in Japan, but all around the world, Naruto's more popular. I doubt that. Even if it is, just because it's more popular doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, I know.
Look at Michael Bay's Transformers. They make money, yet most of them are shit.
Mm-hmm.
I only see one Transformers, and I wanted to go see the sequel, but then I heard it's the same exact plot.
I only saw the first two in theaters. Then 3 and 4 I saw on DVD. And 4 is just way too long.
Let me guess, it was the same exact plot as they say
Yeah,
it is.
it's just you're swapping Shia out for Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. I don't understand why Hollywood hires Michael Bay. Then again, he makes money, so. But then again, I don't get why Hollywood hires Roland Emmerich because his movies don't make money at all.
Hmm.
Well, the chart says that explosions makes more money. I mean, give us more audiences.
Hmm.
Did you see the Toy Story Nostalgia Critic review?
Yes.
I wish he made a reference to that Black Friday Woody when.
I thought he was.
Yeah, especially that once when he was in that scene where Woody accidentally pushed Buzz off the window.
Hmm.
When I saw that, I was asking, "What's the?" Oh yeah, because Woody felt remorse. What he did and said, and he felt bad for what he did to Buzz.
Yeah, I like the version we got because it's actually a lot. There's actual growth between him and Woody and Buzz.
Yeah, believe it or not, I remember seeing that movie in theaters when I was like 6.
Hmm.
Do you remember the first movie you've seen in theaters?
No, I don't.
I think mine was either Great Mouse Detective or Aladdin, which were pretty good movies to start out with. Like I said, next week we're doing Godfather, and then we might do Kingdom Hearts World and Saba Odi.
All right. I'll probably do then Amazon Lily since that one's short enough.
Yeah. What about Marineford? Or is that we'll do that
Intel and Marineford are gonna need to be like
a week after?
another stream.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm thinking about we'll do Rocky in May.
All right.
And I'm Wigs. Yeah, we should have done a Rocky joke in that podcast because, well, we could do that. We could do that in Godfather 2. Because Connie is Talia Shire.
Yeah.
And it's funny that she married an Italian too. There too. I'm still thinking about when I go back to my Kingdom Hearts Naruto. I'm having the gargoyles be part of the story.
Cool.
Only they reside in Radiant Garden rather than Manhattan. They'll
Guess
still
they
have,
don't turn. Guess they don't have their. They can stay as themselves the whole time there.
yeah, but they'll change time.
Since there's no day-night cycle in Radiant Garden.
I think there is. We just never see it.
Yeah, true.
Like in Twilight Town, it's always going to be Twilight. I think Tangled World was the first day-night transition we've ever seen in the Kingdom Hearts.
I think so.
What made that world work was Sora was involved in the story in Rapunzel's story.
Yeah, the only difference is you cut out a lot of the Tangled story for it.
Yeah, in Frozen, Sora
Awful.
was just there. That was it. What they should have done is have Sora be at the coronation, have him react to the Anna marrying Hans, and Sora having this feeling about him.
Yeah.
You're evil, aren't you?
Yeah.
Of course, I doubt he would say it out loud. He would grow suspicious, but stay wary. You know what else we might do? We'll do a remake of the Heroes Turn. We'll do a remake of the Heroes Tournament in May also,
All right.
which I thought was fun. Which was fun. We'll add more details to the battles, and
Okay.
since I know more about the characters now, like Luffy and Ichigo and Deku, we also that we'll have team ups there too. Like Sora will team up with Naruto, for example,
Cool.
and Luffy will team up with Ichigo. Would that be a cool team up?
Yeah.
And the hero and Kairi, Sakura, Nami, Robin, and Ochako, and the other heroines uh, will be involved too. You know, should we do Naruto Lord of the Rings? Would that fit?
Sure. I could see that.
Would Naruto be Frodo?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's Aragorn,
Okay.
and Sakura could be
Yeah, but who could be Frodo?
Deku.
Yeah, okay. And Sam?
Ida.
Okay. What about Gandalf?
Rayleigh.
Okay, Rayleigh sounds awesome. And Saruman?
Good question.
Xehanort?
Probably.
Are we ever gonna have a podcast where Naruto dies at the end? Probably not.
Um, there might be one.
What would be a good one?
I'm trying to think.
Go- what about Ghost with Patrick Swayze?
Could be. I just never saw that.
Okay, if you ever see it, tell me. We'll do it that one. Okay.
Okay. Now that you want to, I don't know. I'd say RoboCop, but he's not really dead in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch RoboCop in the summer.
It's a great movie.
I bet. We'll also do Spider Verse soon. Since we did Spider Man last year.
The only one I can see Naruto dying is if we did Terminator and we make him Kyle Reese.
Yeah. And of course, nobody would be the Terminator but Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
Should we also do Naruto as Batman? Oh, we already did that. Never mind.
I thought we were doing like an Arkham.
Yeah, we are. In fact, we'll do it. We might do that not next week, but the week after.
Okay. We just do like Arkham Asylum first.
Yeah. He'll team up. Of course, he'll team up with Kevin Conroy's Batman. It'll be tribute to Kevin Conroy.
Funny, I saw this picture of Kevin's Batman and Adam West's Batman with Val Kilmer's Batman welcoming him.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to see that. Well, I think he was not that great as Batman. He was still better than George Clooney.
Yeah. His movies Kilmer's is watchable at least.
Yeah, but his greatest performance was Tombstone.
Actually, that was after Tombstone.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tombstone's his best one.
How he never got nominated for an Oscar, I don't know.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I was thinking about we could also do a Tombstone podcast with Naruto as Wyatt Earp and Luffy.
Ooh, him as Kurt Russell, awesome.
And Luffy can be
Doc.
Yeah. Only he won't die at the end. I know Doc Holliday died in real life, but I refuse to have a podcast where Luffy dies. I just love Luffy that much as a character. He's in my top 5. He's probably my favorite anime protagonist.
Yeah. Naruto's like probably bottom of the list.
Yeah, he was going to be top, then he had to call Obito the coolest guy ever. When I heard him say that, I was like, what?
The hell is that?
Didn't you say you wanted to punch a wall after you heard that?
No, I punched the actual volume I read that in.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that.
I want to punch this thing. In fact, I will. Wish I did that to the final volume, too.
Yeah. I wanted to... When I saw how Naruto treated Boruto, I was like, that you just...
Great parenting there, dude. Just tell your son to suck it up.
Yeah, he killed Naruto before, but he's killing him again. Digging a bigger grave. Okay.
So stupid.
And it's been 11 years since the ending. It
Yeah.
will be.
And the series is not recovered.
No.
Since now you got a lot of people actually saying maybe the ending isn't as good as it was, or that we thought it was.
Oh, Disney is pausing development of the live-action Tangled after the Snow White underperformed.
I heard it was I'm seeing it was canceled.
It is?
That's what I'm
Well,
seeing on these videos.
good.
Yeah, maybe don't do that. Because you're just gonna have another Zegler moment again.
Yeah. I mean, Zegler was the reason the movie bombed.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you kept reshooting it and blew your budget up.
Yeah. Bob Iger sucks.
At least now he does.
Yeah. I can't wait to the critics' review of Snow White. You know he's going to review that movie.
Yeah, he will.
Since he reviewed all the other live-action crap. The worst
Yep.
one, the worst one I think, the worst one I won't see is probably Lion King. The worst
Yeah,
one I've seen is
I
Aladdin.
refuse to watch that.
The worst one I've seen is Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
My sister said I'm crazy for not liking it. You're crazy for liking. I love it, but you're crazy for liking it.
Yeah, I just felt it was an insult to the original.
Yeah, what I saw, what made it bad, what made it worse was Jafar's underacting.
That and they made Aladdin a complete asshole.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, since when would he actually accept wanting to still be a fake like that?
yeah. I mean, he was torn. He was torn in the animated version. He acted more
Yeah,
human.
he was learning a lesson. The
The Aladdin,
remake just didn't learn anything.
you know what? He's not. He's Naruto in a way.
Yeah,
Naruto did Naruto learn anything?
no. Whole series learned nothing.
And the animated version, animated Aladdin is Luffy because he learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Ace's death gave him character development.
Yeah,
What did Neji give? What did Neji give?
a BS couple pairing.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say a pointless romance. You know what? Naruhito would work if they were side characters.
Yeah,
Not if Naruto was the main. But Naruto is the main character. That's why it doesn't work.
then they hardly even said that much. They hardly even interacted.
I don't remember. I don't. It was made by the last minute. I don't care what they say.
No,
I don't
it
care
was
what.
last minute.
But
It was last minute because again, I told up everything, and the evidence speaks for itself.
yeah, I don't care what Kishi says. He's lying.
Yeah, dude can't stay consistent in his own interviews.
I just love rewatching retrospects Greg's Rise and Fall of Naruto.
And it was quite the fall.
Yeah, and don't get me started on retrospect Greg's review of The Last. I don't know who
Probably
hates
the
it more.
best take I've seen on that movie.
Yeah, are there other reviews of it?
There probably are.
But I bet they're positive.
I'm not sure. There's some I saw that were negative. I think it's been a while.
I remember this. There was this wiki called Greatest Movies Ever, and it was Naruto. The last was in there. I was like, what? Of course, Wikipedia can be biased.
Yes, it can.
It's like TV tropes can be biased too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm. My favorite part was when retrospect when Greg laughed after the whole Sasuke BS. I don't know who hates Sasuke the worst, me, you, or him.
I say all three of us hate him equally.
Yeah, if Sasuke was here, I would destroy him. I would pound him Rocky style, and I would also, and I was also feed him. I was also cook him with chili, like Cartman did. Cause fuck Sasuke, fuck him.
Yep. His other versions are better than him.
You know, it's sad that the
And by that I mean the other characters that are supposed to be him in other animes.
Yeah. Hell, even the road to Ninja Sasuke is more likable than Sasuke.
Yeah.
And he had less screen time.
You know what I hear whenever I see about Sasuke and his sad backstory? I just do the Mr. Krabs thing from SpongeBob.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let's play a sad song of the world's smallest
Smallest
violin.
violin.
I know. This really
That's
is
basically my reaction to Sasuke's pain.
You want to know pain? Look at Nico Robin.
Yeah.
Look at Nami. Look at Brooke.
Look at friggin' Sanji.
Yeah. Did Sasuke see his parents murdered? No.
I mean, he kind of was forced to relive what Itachi did, but yeah, so what?
Look at Nami. Her life. She
watched
life.
Her adopted mom get shot right in front of her and was taken and enslaved for 10 years.
Yeah, that's worse than what Sasuke had to go through. At least Sasuke had people that admire him.
Yeah. Nami pretty much had nobody.
Yeah, of course they
pretended. The village really didn't help her out.
But they pretended that they.
I mean, Robin's even worse. She was pretty much branded as a demon child when she was 8 and pretty much betrayed at every point. Lost her home, lost everything.
Yeah. And you want to tell me that Sasuke's backstory was sad?
Nope. I don't buy it compared. I'm just glad we don't do Naruto's obsession with Sasuke anymore.
Yeah, in fact, I might make a shot at that on my fic. When he says, "Well, at least I don't have a." It's not like I would have a such crush on Sasuke or anything like that. I mean, even Sora wasn't that obsessed with Riku when he was missing. He had his priorities straight.
He knew he would find Riku, but he had other other responsibilities.
And when people wouldn't tell him that where he was, meaning that he could be dead.
Yeah, so he had reasons to be worried.
Yeah, I mean, that was me and he asked where Riku was. What he said. What do you mean? What do you mean? End up like Riku?
Why
Like
don't
that
you
could,
ask your king?
and no one will tell him. That could mean that he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I knew he wasn't dead, but still,
No. Riku's
Sword
like
did.
the most popular character.
Yeah, but to be fair, sometimes popular characters die.
I know.
In fact, I thought before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, Nomura says there's gonna be a better pill to swallow. I said Riku is gonna die. Out of all the characters in the game, Riku is most likely to die.
You know what I accept with Sasuke is that if he actually did say he was sorry and regretted what he did and then gave his life, then I'd be less hateful to him.
Yeah,
It'd be
but
like how Vegeta gave his life in the Buu saga.
yeah, me too. When he
And even
said,
after he did that, he still accepts his fate and that he did wrong.
yeah, and he said, I'm not, and he said, I'm not asking your forgiveness. But instead, he said, yeah, sorry.
At
Like,
least Endeavor actually wants to atone.
yeah,
And he knows he's not worthy of forgiveness.
I know. But when he said, yeah, sorry to Sakura, I was like, you,
No, no,
no.
we're not. No, nope.
If I was Sakura, what I
I
would
would have
have her.
punched him in the face so hard it might have killed him.
I remember reading this fix Sakura saying, sorry? You're sorry? Sorry is going to fix what you did to me. What you did to Naruto.
I mean,
Something like
all
that.
this is your fault. All this war and death. This is all because of you.
And I can hear Sasuke defending himself saying, hey, I didn't put that fox demon in Naruto.
Like, no, you going after the Eight Tails is what made the right Kage call the summit, so it's all back on Sasuke.
Yeah, it's all his fault.
Yeah, it is.
And his defenders say, oh, but he was in the right state of mind. Bullshit.
No, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Kishi, if you're gonna make Sasuke evil, then make him evil. Don't have him fucking switch sides. Don't be like what they did to Kylo Ren. Now that I think about it, both Kylo Ren and Sasuke are similar characters. They both suck.
Yeah, Sasuke kept flipping on a dime.
And the sad part is the actor playing him, Adam Driver. He gave it his all. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, he was actually one of the better actors in those movies.
Yeah,
You just give him nothing to work with.
yeah, and first I felt bad about John Boyega, but do you hear what he said the other day?
Yeah, I've been seeing his comments recently.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I should feel about that.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
what? Oh, is he mad his screen time got diminished?
yeah,
I'll take that up with Kennedy. It's her fault.
yeah. Blame Kathleen Kennedy.
And Ruin Johnson.
And then I was like, and then her defenders say, "Well, but Kathleen Kennedy gave us produced Back to the Future and Roger
Yeah,
Rabbit
that
and
was
all."
like 40 years ago.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean anything now.
right. Besides, she came up with. She
Yeah,
didn't write
she
the movie.
produced it. Doesn't mean she actually worked on it.
Yeah.
No, all that stuff goes to like Lucas and Spielberg.
Yeah. I have my issues with Lucas, but nothing as bad as this.
No.
Same goes for Spielberg.
So Spielberg is the reason we have Zegler now.
Yeah.
So out of all of our podcasts, what's your favorite death for Sasuke?
That's probably KH3.
I don't know. I like the Jaws one.
Yeah. Yeah, you and I had a cameo.
Yeah.
Only I had made myself taller in that cameo.
Yeah.
I'm five. In real life, I'm 5'6".
I'm like 5'6" myself.
Cool.
I hope when we do the Halloween ones, we do better versions of him dying.
Yep. Being killed by Michael Myers.
I might have the perfect death for him in that one.
What would it be?
Michael stomps on his head.
Yeah.
Even though if we're doing the first one, are we gonna make it like the action movie? Or we're gonna add a little bit more gore to it.
We'll add more gore to it.
Because the head stomp is from the 2018 movie.
Yeah.
With Old Man Myers.
Yeah, and of course,
we either do that one or the one where he pins the guy to the wall with a knife.
Yeah. Did Laurie have a boyfriend?
That'd be as satisfying.
Did Laurie have a boyfriend? Because that could be Naruto's role.
Not in the first one.
She'll have one there. Sakura will have one there. It's not. Of course, it's not.
Naruto would actually go over and help her babysit.
Yeah.
Because after the first movie, Laurie kind of had issues with relationships, even though she had a few kids in the different timelines.
Yeah. Would Naruto want to make out would make out with her, or is he one of those wait till marriage type guys?
He would do it, but like not with the kids there.
True. We might do Nightmare now. No, we already did that. Friday the 13th.
Right. We could have Sasuke be one of Jason's victims.
Yeah, and we'll have almost killed Naruto, but Naruto still lives.
Mm-hmm. I think with the Halloween one, I think we should end it with Michael getting away because it makes it more ominous.
Yeah. And we have this one person saying, I've been treated like shit out here. And he said, you don't know what shit is.
The nerd.
Yeah. You know, he reviewed commercials. I'm surprised he didn't invite the critic to watch with them. Guess he wanted to do his own style there. I can't believe he's been around for like 21 years, the nerd.
Yeah.
And you know that movie where remember in Independence Day where he said what he called Top Gun a crappy 80s movie? I disagree with him. It's not a crappy 80s movie.
No, Top Gun's a great movie.
Yeah. Well, he's right about Independence Day. That movie was crappy. And yes, I am saying that because Roland Emmerich directed that movie. He's not a good director at all. He makes Michael Bay look like Alfred Hitchcock.
No, wait. If we do Wolfman, maybe that's one where Naruto dies if we make him the Wolfman.
Yeah.
So in that one, he can kill Sasuke, who'd be the gypsy that bites him.
Yeah. of course, Sakura will live.
Yeah.
Should we do Invisible Man too?
Who'd be that?
Naruto still?
Sure. I can see him going over the top like Claude Rains.
Yeah. I also want to during the Christmas ones. I also want to do another. Should we do Elf for Christmas?
Maybe.
He could be the buddy.
I just imagining Soccer in that pink outfit that what's her face wears at the
Zoe,
end. Yeah.
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in that movie, he names his daughter after his late mother. That one, he'll still name his daughter Hanami because in any lifetime, he always names his daughter Hanami with Sakura.
Yeah. She's just that cute.
Yes. And yesterday was her birthday.
Yep.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday today, Hanami.
To the most adorable little thing ever.
Yep. She's so adorable that even Zoro smiles at her.
You see Chopper letting her ride on him?
Yeah. And when she was like 3 or 4, she had a crush on Sanji. How would Sanji feel about that?
I don't know.
I think he would either feel disturbed or feel, yeah, he would say, I'm flattered, but
You're
I'm
too
your uncle.
young.
Huh? Yeah.
He's too young.
I might do a spin-off of Hanami after our Shinakachu podcast we did last year. If in fact today was Hanami's birthday, I would have done that today.
Yeah.
And we have Naruto. Of course, we had Naruto be proud pop of daddy. She'd be daddy's little princess.
Uh,
Of course, she wants to be pretty and strong like her mommy. Of course, Sakura never tells her about her Sakura's crush on Hanami because she's afraid she won't copy that.
I feel she'd still tell her how she was as a kid, but Tommy won't fall in like that.
Yeah, true. You know what? One time I read a Kingdom Hearts SpongeBob fic, and it was weird. Well, they do. They're kind of similar in a way. Oh, they're both naive idiots. Only Sora isn't as flanderized.
Yeah.
I think the most flanderized character ever is Brian Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's in my top 10 most hated characters of all time.
I think he's like in everybody's.
Of course, you know who's my number 1?
Sasuke or Naruto?
Sasuke. Part of me still has a soft spot for Naruto, just not that Naruto. Just like I don't really care for Frank Miller's Batman. course, which is it's funny. Probably my most favorite character ever is probably Sora. He's my comfort character. Him, Batman, or Luffy. What about you?
I'm not sure.
You told me it was Superman.
He's like, yeah, he's up there.
Of course, Luke Skywalker was up there too.
Yeah, same. I mean, pre-Disney era.
Yeah. I don't think anyone could play it better than Mark Hamill.
Nope.
Not even Robbie Benson. It was trying out. It was trying out to play him, which is funny. He worked for a good era when Disney was good.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie Benson. I would say the '90s Disney was the best Disney era,
It was.
but the '40s and '50s were good too.
Yeah.
Like they still had good movies like Pinocchio, Bambi, Snow White.
Snow White was like 30s.
Yeah, late '30s, early '40s. And I still can't believe Walt put a bet on his mortgage, the mortgage of his house on that movie.
On Snow White.
Yeah.
Well, he won out big time.
Yeah. He was a visionary. He had a vision, and his vision came true. You know what he said one time? I don't make movies to make money. I make money to make movies, or something like that. Meaning he cares about quality more than quantity.
Yep.
That's something
That's why his stuff was the better stuff.
Yeah. Something his company doesn't recognize nowadays.
Nope.
In fact, if he was alive right now, he would take his company back and start all over.
Yep.
The first person he would fire is Bob Iger, then Kathleen Kennedy, and who else would he fire?
Pretty much go scorched earth on the whole company.
Yeah, Kevin Feige?
Maybe.
I have mixed feelings on him. He did Greenland Deadpool and Wolverine. He didn't make sure it was rated R.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I think that was part of Ryan Reynolds' doing.
I feel it's more on Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I don't think he would allow Deadpool to...
But given the state the MCU is in, he really had no choice.
Yeah. I finally saw the trailer of the Avenger Doomsday. With the chairs.
Yeah, you waste 5 hours doing a bunch of chairs. Great job, idiots.
Yeah, it was that. Then I saw the how it should have ended trailer version of it.
Yeah, with Batman and Superman watching.
Yeah, and Robert Downey Jr. as
Doom at the end.
Yeah. It's probably not gonna be good, but I don't care. I still love Robert Downey Jr.
I just want to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah. I think he's one of the greatest actors of all time. At least in our era. He had a falling out, but he came back. That's what makes a good story.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody's. I just think he should have gotten dominated at least for Endgame. Because that was his greatest Marvel performance, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
What about that or the first Iron Man? I mean, even in Iron Man 2, he still gave it his all.
Yeah.
That movie was weak, but act he still acted shit. Like he didn't he what was that? He still gave a shit about his performance. I mean, I think if Robin Williams was alive, he could have been a good Uncle Ben.
He could have been.
He could combine humor and drama, which is what he was good at, and improvise. He, I still think he could have been a good Riddler.
Yeah, he could have been.
Especially Tim Burton's take on the character. So what else can we? So we're I'm thinking, what other podcast can we do that stars Narasaku?
I mean, we're still doing that Serrata one.
Yeah, I don't know when we'll do that, but we'll do it.
That would be an interesting one.
Yeah, I also want to do another Naruto one someday.
Okay.
I'm proud that I had her both as Rapunzel and Ariel. Think about making her one of those. I think about making her Cinderella in our next year's podcast.
Okay.
I think Naruto's a good alternate universe. Hell, Naruto is a better Naruto than Kishi's Naruto because she's smarter for one thing. She doesn't, and she does not fall. She would not fall for Sasuke's tricks.
Yeah.
And I'll have Sasuke flirt with her many times, but she always punches his balls.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna head out. Okay,
All right. I'll see you next week.
see ya.
See ya.
Bye.